Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just want to come chat a little bit about this fell on my spirit, and just try to give y'all some food for thought, and give you something to think about. I'm woke, and life is supposed to be lived to the fullest. Life, we supposed to have all kinds of experiences, and we get to choose what we want to experience, good or bad. But the thing about that is, we have not been allowed to experience what we choose to experience because people have told us what to do and what not to do, what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, where to go, where not to go, who to be with, who not to be with. You see, we've not living life to the fullest. We've not been living life freely. You see, and living and living it according to what life brings us. See, because can't nobody control what life is going to bring you. What is going to come into your life will line up with you vibrationally. Because we are spiritual creatures experiencing being human. And you have a vibration that's inside of your body. And you could be vibrating on bad things. You can be vibrating on good things. You can be vibrating on lies. You can be vibrating on truth. You see what I'm saying? You can be vibrating on give. You can be vibrating on take. You can be vibrating on help. You can be vibrating on hurt. You understand what I'm saying? You hold that vibration, and only you know what's in your thoughts and what's in your heart. You vibrate the way that you vibrate. Nobody knows what's in your mind until you start talking. Nobody knows what's in your heart until you open up your mouth and let it come out, because they say out of the mouth speaks the heart. You see? And so when people start speaking, and you can know if you turned on, tuned in, and tapped into what they're saying to you, because we have not been programmed to listen to hear. We've been programmed to listen to respond. But if you're listening to hear, you're going to hear what a person's saying to you when they're talking, because it's coming from their heart. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to share how we've been programmed to not to believe in the spiritual realm, to not to trust the spiritual connection, the spiritual growth, the spiritual knowing. There's nothing bad about it. You cannot make that bad unless you use it for bad. You understand what I'm saying? What is it? A pastor, a woman, man of God, a prophet, a prophetess, evangelist, telling you that they went and prayed. Where they getting that from when they go and pray? Out the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm. Now, how we know they're getting it from the spiritual realm? Because they're coming back and telling us what they saw, what they heard, what, you understand? Because they tuned and turned on to lined up with hearing things beyond this physical realm. We don't know what's in the pastor heart. We don't know what's in the prophet heart, the evangelist heart, the man or woman of God. Just because everybody in that church don't mean that they right. What your Bible say? He without sin. Huh? None is perfect. Not one. So your evangelist got some evil in them, sin in them. Your pastors, your ministers, your man and woman of God, prophets and prophetess, none of them is perfect. There's no perfect one. And he cannot judge. You see what I'm saying? What is it? You see, a psychic. They meditate and go in and get it out the spirit world. Who is the person that can determine that the person, the medium, the tarot, and the psychic is getting it from a dark force, but the pastor, the minister, the evangelist, and prophet is getting it from the good spirits? In that, the believer, the believer. No Bible can tell you what spirit is good and what spirit is bad. The believer got to tell you that. The believer got to know that. I can listen to a pastor all day, every day, 20. That don't mean he telling me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. This pastor could be a lying, thief, no good, low down ratchet dog. They got people that lie, steal, and cheat. Because Satan comes to destroy and kill. You see? We've been programmed to not to understand the spiritual connection, the spiritual knowing. Everybody is able to go into the spiritual realm and get spiritual information. You turn in, turn on, turn into, tap to the spiritual world. How you do that? Meditation, prayers, staying away from negativity, low vibrational, the world, the worldly things. You see? Fasting, drinking water. There's a lot of things that will connect you to the spiritual realm. You see? When I'm speaking, I'm said, I hear my higher mind speaking to me. I hear this soft voice. I hear my spirit guide saying something and I repeat it. So does that make me, if I want to call me a medium, a psychic, a tarot card reader, does that make me bad? Because I'm not saying what man say to say? Because I ain't doing it the way pastor doing it, or the evangelists, or the prophets, or the... See how they got us thinking? The spirit world is one world. They ain't got no two separate worlds where the pastor going in one world and the tarot card going into another one. Spiritual realm, spiritual world is just that. You go collecting things out of the spirit. And that's you connecting your spirit with another spirit. You see what I'm saying? And you're listening to that electric magnetic field that will give you a word to go with what you're feeling. It will bring a thought to your mind. It will bring a song to your mind. And you utter it out your mouth. Stop being programmed, my people. It's time for us to wake up. The age of Aquarius is asking us to wake up, to see beyond the veil. Stop living in fear. Stop believing everything that somebody says to believe and use common sense. A preacher going into the spirit world, just like a medium going into the spirit world. A preacher can lie, just like a medium can lie, you see. A preacher can steal your money, tithes and offering, you see, anniversaries, collection, mission, just like a medium and tarot card could steal your money. You have to be the judge and have a strong discerning to understand if that spirit in the preacher or that spirit in the medium is being truthful and honest, connecting on a level, a spiritual level that will help you grow and evolve, you see. You, the person themselves, have to be able. This is why they wanted you guys to see tarot, mediums, and psychic as bad. Because they didn't want you to go to them. They wanted you to go to the preacher. Because the preachers are being told by a government system what to preach to keep y'all in a space where they have the control over your mind, your heart, your spirit, and your money. Preachers are not preaching to save souls. They're preaching prosperity, you see. They're preaching abundance. They're not preaching to save your soul. To save your soul, you got to go within yourself. Go look at the dark night of your soul, which is the stuff of you that's not love and light. You see? And you got to go in there and fix that and change that and do better. Preachers are not preaching about that. They're not calling out y'all doing too much drinking, too much drugging, too much partying, too much lusting, too much greed, too much gambling. You see? They ain't preaching about none of that. They're telling y'all selling y'all wolf tickets. And a psychic and a medium can do the same thing. Sell your wolf tickets. That's why you got to have a strong discerning in yourself. In yourself. There's nothing wrong with going to a psychic, a medium, and tarot card read. Ain't nothing wrong with it, honey. You just got to... They don't have all of the answers to your life. You got to know you, and you got to know what life is saying to you. They can be a guidance to you when you hit a roadblock and you have tried everything that you know how to move forward. Then you can get someone to help you see beyond the veil. But to go run into them all the time, then you're using their intuition and not your own. To go run to your pastor to tell you about God, you're using his intuition and not your own. You're supposed to know God for yourself. You see, you're supposed to know the Holy Spirit for yourself. You're supposed to know the Creator for yourself. Nobody's not supposed to give that to you. But your pastor ain't teaching you to get it yourself. Your pastor ain't teaching you to be self-sufficient. Your pastor have a personal relationship. They're teaching you to come get this crutch. And when I give you this crutch, I need you to give me your money. I need you to give me your mind. I need you to give me your soul, you see. Because I'm not going to help you save it. So where energy goes, energy flows. Whichever way you want to go. Pastor, evangelist, man and women of God, or if you want to go to the tarot card or psychic and a medium. We got choices in this life. And whoever these people are that's telling you what's right and what's wrong, You got to ask yourself, why are they telling you what's right and what's wrong? Okay? And then you got to ask yourself, why do they care if you're doing right or if you're doing wrong? See? Question. And everybody. Why is these people telling us tarot and all of these other things is bad when it's the same thing that the pastor and the evangelist and all of these ministers doing? They're going into the spiritual realm. Who is this Bible? Who wrote it together to know the difference in the two? So you saying every psychic, medium, and tarot card reader is bad and every pastor, man and woman of God is good? Is that right? There's no good one. No perfect one. So how do we know which one is perfect and which one is not? By knowing ourselves. By knowing the self. Because what you won't do, you ain't going to line up with that. If that's not the type of person you are, you not deal with them type of people. So to know yourself is to know what's right and wrong. To have morals, values, and ethics within yourself will determine who is right and who is wrong. To ask questions, you see. Because these white men and give these pastors and ministers and evangelists a documentation on a paper, we supposed to just turn our souls over to them? Because somebody say they can know about God, they know about God from going to school. You can't put the Most High presence in no book. You can't learn about the Most High in school. You learn about the Most High on your experiences every day with people, places, and things. That's how you learn. You see, nobody can teach that to you. You're going to learn that through your experiences, yes? So again, I'm getting things spiritually, and I'm sharing them because we've been put in this stuck, stagnant space that doesn't allow us to expand our mind. It allows us to see things way and not another way. I'm a person who always had a rebellious spirit. I questioned everything. I don't believe just what you say because you say it. I'm going to need to know how you know what you know. What did you experience, you see? And I'm going to turn in word to see if that makes sense to my compass. And if it don't make sense to my compass, I don't have to take that. They can keep doing what they do. But there is no law saying we got to do nothing that a pastor said to do because it's in no book that a white man wrote. They don't have no laws. That don't line up with the universe. You see? That's something man put in place. We don't have to line up with that. We don't have to do it that way. We don't have to do it at all. It's you and your morals, your values, and your ethics, and how you treat people. Because what you do comes back to you. And if I don't want to read that Bible, I don't want to teach that Bible to my grandchildren and nothing else, that's my choice. I could still be over here to my grandchildren to treat people the way that you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Help someone if you want somebody to help you, you see. Speak to somebody nice if you want somebody to speak nice to you, you see. Give somebody if you want somebody to give to you. That's what I could be teaching them. Is that not love? Ain't that what God is? Love? Stop this one-way thinking, my people. It ain't in that church. It ain't in that book. Expand your mind. There's different love languages that people use. And if you're loving on somebody the way that you want to be loved on, love is love. But if your love is sick and it's disturbing, it is low and it's hurtful, that's not love. Because that's not the way you would want nobody to treat you. You see? Love helps. Love is kind. You see, it don't boast. It don't add scores. It's generous. It's patient. So we're supposed to be treating people that way. So again, all of this confusion with this Bible is the problem. Because man put it together, and that's why it's confusing. It's not from a most high loving presence. Because they got more evil done in that Bible that God done and God done said to people and casting spells on people, drowning people, killing animals. That's lies. That's man with all of that. All loving God is not going to do those things if he got all powers. Then all he got to do is tinkle everybody's heart and make them bow down. It's you. Your spirit is what's making this world. Operating in your spirit is what you're projecting into this world. And we teach directly and indirectly. Simple as that. You see? So if they're going to teach the Bible, be mindful what you're letting somebody teach you that's coming Bible. See, because the Bible and these pastors come bring me the money, but never give y'all no money. You see? Come make sure my light bill, my house note, my car note, my children go to college, my groceries in my cupboard. But y'all go and pray and fast, and God gonna bless y'all some type of way. You see? You sleep with this each other husband and this and that or whatever. I don't care as long as y'all come in here and fill up this church and put something in the pan. You see? A lot of stuff going on in the church. I don't care if your children getting in trouble. I don't care if they're walking with their pants hanging off their tail and the girls getting pregnant left and right, having babies for different men. That ain't my business. Just come in here and put something in the pan. You see? But y'all won't go against a medium who could read into the spirit. But y'all pastor ain't doing nothing for y'all. They ain't changing y'all community. They ain't changing y'all family foundation. You see? Again, I'm just a messenger. I'm going to speak my truth. When I see something that's not balanced, when I see something that's not fair, I see something that's not just, I'm the first one to speak on it because I've experienced that. I don't like that. That's not a comfortable feeling for me. You see, I treat people the way that I want to be treated. I speak to people the way I want to be spoken to. And anything less than what I do for somebody and they try to do something different to me, I'm going to open up my mouth. I'm going to open my mouth. I want to expand my mind and see from both perspectives. I do not want to be one way, grow like that. I need all aspects. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to look at it from all aspects. Please open up your mind. Think about some stuff that's being told to you. Ask some questions to yourself and just sit with that. That's what you do. Whatever may come up in your life, sit down and ask some questions about it. So again, that's what I came to talk about. What's the difference? Both of them going into the spiritual realm. Getting, telling it to the other person. So who is the judge to say these people are right and these people are good, those people are wrong and those people are bad? When both of them going into the spiritual realm, getting stuff. Ain't that something? That's why Satan come to steal, destroy, and kill us. Lord, destroy for the lack of knowledge. The more you know, the further you go. So please expand your mind and know more. Live your life to the fullest. And what people think and say about you ain't your business. I'm going to go into tarot, astrology, universe, tarot, medium, psychic, witches, pastors, evangelists, God, that's because that's not God given right. You see? There's no such thing as I got to do one and not the other. I can do what I choose to do because what I'm choosing to do is not hurting nobody. I'm just learning. You see? I'm experiencing what I'm choosing to experience. And I want to experience it all. And when it makes me uncomfortable, I know life asking me to grow. So if life was asking me to leave that alone and made me uncomfortable, I would have left that alone. But if anything, it opened me more to my spiritual side. You see? The church didn't do that. The church didn't open me up to the spiritual world. It kept feeding us the physical world. And that's how I know I'm a spiritual creature experiencing being human. So I'm going to lean more to spiritual things, whether it be from a psychic or if it comes from the pastor saying something from the spirit realm. But I'm going to know who I am as a spiritual creature first to be able to understand and trust what either one of them might say or do. Yes? So you got first. You got to know your spirit, man. You got to know your mind. You got to know your heart and your soul in order to connect with another person. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't know you, people could easily make you bend to their will, bend to their stinking thinking, their way of thinking, their way of doing things, you see. Know yourself. See yourself. And all things shall be added unto you. Yes? Seek yourself in righteousness. Do what is right. See, I don't mean nobody no harm. I'm just trying to learn more. So nobody's not going to tell me I can't learn more because of their beliefs. They believe it. That's your beliefs. I don't. I've not experienced anything bad with it. So you see, the belief is in the believer. What you believe, you receive. Yes? I'm going to get on out of here. I love y'all. Let this sizzle in your spirit. Yes? Namaste.